Hey guys, Christ269 coming to you with another upload. This upload is going to be about the Xbox fanboys pretty much laughing at the fact that PlayStation fanboys ain't going to have a lot of Xbox exclusives from Activision. And let's just understand that yesterday, Spider-Man 2 has released and it's selling quite well. And the reviews came in for Starfield and it's not doing that well. But we'll get away. We'll get around that here in a minute. This is my reasons why PlayStation doesn't need Activision. They don't need Call of Duty. Okay, and really, this is not a Sony pony channel or an Xbox fanboy channel. I'm a PC gamer, so I really don't care. I have an Xbox X, a One X, and I have a Nintendo Switch behind me. I had a PS5, PS4. I mean, standard edition, basic model, the base model. I traded that in and started acting up. So I traded in the game, so I got the money or whatever. But since all that, I've been really searching about this kind of stuff. Really trying to search and understand. Woody, what breaks down the situation where people think, well, Sony's done, Xbox has all this stuff, and they're going to launch a frontal assault. Listen, Redfall didn't sell crap. Bethesda had problems releasing games. The only good Bethesda game that came out was actually um, the Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. And that was that was more of an expansion of Fallout 3. So Fallout 76 tanked. Fallout 4 didn't look the hype. Skyrim is great. Elder Scrolls is okay. Doom Eternal had bugs. Doom was really good. But those two games came out before the acquisition. Let's talk about the acquisition now. What happened now with these two games here? Starfield, Fallout 3, Fallout 4 in space. 6 out of 10 from Angry Joe. Many people give it a 5 or 10. You might see a 7. Most pathetic games don't go past a 7. So they're plus above average, plus above average. They're about average. 7 is about average in most scales. 6 is slightly above average, and 5 is average. So most games in Bethesda are just crap. Not crap in the sense, but they're not level 10s or 12s or whatever. Look at Rockstar, not owned by anybody. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, a 10 out of 10. Grand Theft Auto 5, a 9.7, 10 out of 10, depending who you talk to. Spider-Man, another great game. And think of an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10 in certain circles you talk to. Me personally, I played Miles Morales. That was real fun. I gave it my review of Miles Morales literally a 10 out of 10 if I wasn't, so more in depth in the fact that the story was not that long. So I give it more of a lot with the story being as short as it was, but it's still a good story. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's better than a lot of the Xbox games doing right now. And that should be a moniker you put on there, like it's an 8, a lot better than the Xbox game doing, because Xbox doesn't have done anything with their studios. Yes, they're gonna release probably a new Doom and new stuff. Bethesda turns out crap. Okay, I'm sorry. Redfall was garbage. Starfield didn't live up to the hype. What's next? Doom on stilts? Doom guy on the roof? What are we gonna do all this stuff? No, we can't keep them around. So PlayStation guys, fanboys, shouldn't be happy that Call of Duty may be gone eventually, but should not be mad that they're not getting any Xbox games on PlayStation. They may get some of them. A deal might come out where, Sony, lets Destiny 3 come on Xbox, and then the Xbox lets some of their game go on PlayStation. That could be a partnership deal. You gotta give me this, you give me that, blah blah blah, and that's fine. So they both get money from each other, and that's great. And then Nintendo get out of it? It's a Mario games or whatever, but that's Nintendo for you. So I don't think PlayStation has to worry about this. Microsoft has to worry about this. Xbox family got to worry about it because the Xbox is not selling consoles. Spider-Man 2 just launched. That is a PS5 seller. People are waiting for the PS5 Pro. I'm going to make a video on the Pro, and I realized I can talk about this other situation and put the Pro in there. The Pro is going to have 8-core, 16-thread processor. My 5800X3D processor, Ryzen 7, is 8-core, 16 threads. I went from 600X, 6412 threads. I noticed a lot of performance boost. So no, good for them. Now is it going to be the Xbox killer? I don't know for sure. If I don't care, because to me, Xbox and PlayStation, Xbox and PlayStation can come out with with um, RGB systems and still be lagging behind PC. They come out with strobe light Xboxes and PlayStations, and we change the color of your RGB. We've been doing that for the last 10, 15 years on PC. I haven't. I've been in the last 3 years on PC because I've been a console person for a while, a lot longer than that. But I don't think Sony has to worry about anything. Spider-Man 2 is going to kick the crap out of Starfield. I think Spider-Man 2 is going to probably win Game of the Year next year. What wins Game of the Year this year? It's a toss-up, really. A lot of good games out there. I played Forza Motorsports. That's pretty good. I could be a tender of Game of the Year driving simulator. But with kids today playing farming simulations and lawn cutting simulations nowadays, it's not really a whole lot you can really bank on. But Resident Evil 4 could be a contender for Game of the Year. It could be, even though it's an outdated 3-year-old game. It came out same time, laying around last year or so that could be. So I think with Starfield being as lackluster as it is, Redfall still in people's mind of being a crappy game. Elder Scrolls good but not great. Doom being created again, it would be good, but really, Doom Eternal was good, but it had a lot of bugs and glitches. Original first Doom was great, but those two games way before the acquisition of Microsoft buying Bethesda. So that's really hard to say. Well, no, and neither one of those games won Game of the Year. Red Dead 2, I think, was going to be one Game of the Year, but it got snuffed out by Spider-Man, I do believe. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't hesitate seeing Spider-Man 2 win the Game of the Year, even though it came out late. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Call of Duty is Call of Duty. You can have a new one every year. So PlayStation's not getting Call of Duty. Just make your own Call of Duty. Bring back Killzone, whatever. You got Insomniac. You got all these companies you can work with. Gorilla. You own these companies, Sony. You don't have to have Call of Duty on your system. Yes, will people buy a PC to play Call of Duty? Yes, probably. Would I rather go buy an Xbox to play Call of Duty? Probably not. Because, I can play Call of Duty games when it comes on Game Pass Ultimate. I'm playing on my PC. All through 1 through 4 and all in between. I wouldn't mind doing. I wouldn't mind having those games on my rig, playing them when I want to in my leisure, playing the campaigns. Cause a lot of them pretty fun. Call of Duty 2 is fun. But I don't see myself running out there to go buy a new Xbox to go play Call of Duty. I have an Xbox right here, and a PlayStation game, and a Steam machine. I don't have to have it. That's why Xboxes are not selling very well. When numbers are not selling very well. Even Sony had gone down a little bit in sales. But what's bugging me is, though, Sony is going to increase the price of the PlayStation Digital by $50 more. I guess the fact, because Sony lost their minds, I guess, but it's really coming down to the fact that I think Sony's going to launch something big. They're going to announce it probably next month, or probably maybe in the beginning of the year, close to the beginning of the year, or maybe in March. Not, hey, we're going to launch this in 2025 or late 2024, and they could, and make everybody lose their minds over it again. They can do that. I don't see Sony having problems with the games. Granted, yeah, they may lose Call of Duty within a couple years or decade, lose Call of Duty at all. Activision Microsoft owns everything. Oh, whoopie freaking do. It ain't doing anything for me. Because I'll play the games on Game Pass on my PC. I don't have to worry about it. But Sony fanboys, ponies, shouldn't care either. Because Sony is going to have PlayStation itself and its and studios crank out the best titles of single player games, even multiplayer games. Give you probably another Uncharted, more Spider-Mans, more probably Killzones, hopefully, maybe even a Twisted Metal. And it'd be like, oh yeah, if you remember how Xbox has Activision, yeah, who cares about them? Because all Microsoft's going to do is sit on them for a couple of years anyway. It's just how it is with Microsoft. They don't strike when the iron's hot. They wait until it cools down and they start striking, and then wonder why they don't have Game of the Year on the list anymore. No Steam list, no, that doesn't have. Again, I fill one out every year of games I played or games I've seen. And reviews on it, and I make my own determination where they should go. But Game of the Year, usually last year was Spider-Man, I do believe. Again on Steam charts. It's just one of those games that people like to play, and it's good. No, it's not about where it goes from. It's which game developer and which console has the Game of the Year. And it's been Sony for the longest time. So it's really hard to say, well, and of course, in other news, though, Halo Infinite has gotten a lot better. I'll make a video about that when I play Halo Infinite again. I may play it next week, and I may play it this week, whatever. I may play it just to see how it works. But I will make, my determination on that and play it. And I'll let you guys know what I think about that. But no, Sony shouldn't have to worry about this. Sony should not be worrying about this at all. Because it should not be a problem at all. Because I don't think Sony has to worry because they cranked out Spider-Man 2 that's kicking ass and taking name. People buying that game left and right. People buying consoles just to play Spider-Man, even though they should wait for the PS4 Pro come out and PS5 Pro come out. They probably will trade it in when the PS5 Pro comes out, but hell, and I understand the anticipation. It still has 8 core, 16 threads, so you're still getting a good system to play some good games. Ray tracing not being what it is, but whatever. So, and it shows you good games will sell any console. Bernie Sanders said, you have to have software to drive hardware. If you ain't got the software, the hardware won't move. And that's very poetic. Because the last couple of years, Sega's distance as a console manufacturer, they had some good games. But it was too little too late. Xbox is heading that way. You can buy a damn set-top box Xbox app, buy an Xbox controller, and play Xbox on the set-top box. Xbox has got so far much in everything that their Xbox has become pretty much mute. It's useless to have an Xbox just to watch, Hulu or Peacock TV on it, or Peacock Wrestling, or Hulu TV, or whatever. It's not really relevant anymore to have anything. So you guys let me know in the comment section what you guys believe. Do you guys have an Xbox X Series or S Series? And if so, what made you drawn? What made you buy that system? And if you have a PS5 or waiting for PS5 Pro, what's making you buy that system? Just comment below. And I appreciate you guys' comments. Thanks. Have a good day. Peace out.